Hey everybody, welcome back to the newest episode of Music Theory Mondays. It's been a while. How you doing? Thanks for coming back. Thanks for clicking. Hit like and subscribe if you like my content. If not, then get the hell out of here. Just kidding. So today we're going to be taking a look at a concept I have not yet talked about in this playlist known as Music Theory Mondays. We are doing what they call chromatic mediants. All right, now the word mediant refers to the third chord in the major scale. And so if we're in the key of C, 1, 2, 3, the third note is E, you play an E minor. So the E minor triad is the mediant of the key of C major. All right, so a common move would be to go from C major to E minor. And it sounds great because it's diatonic. Right? All those notes are in the same scale, the same recipe, the same universe. It all works. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking that mediant chord, that third chord, that 3 chord, and we're going to be altering it chromatically. Now there's 3 other variations of that chord that we can use. We can use, instead of using the minor, we can use E major. All right? And so that would be like C major to E major. Now the E major doesn't necessarily belong to the key of C because that has a G sharp, but it still sounds good. And the reason it still sounds good is because it's still containing the E and the B. So we still have a lot of common tones. The other 2 options we have, and this is where the word chromatic comes in the term known as chromatic mediant. You take, instead of playing an E minor or an E major, let's bring it chromatically down a half step to E flat major and or E flat minor. All right, so we'll do C to the mediant, we'll do C to the diatonic mediant E minor. All right, now we're going to do C to E major. Then we're going to do the chromatic mediant C to E flat major. And then we're going to do C to E flat minor. All right? So when forming chord progressions, improv, jamming, whatever you're doing, if you know your major scale and you want to be different, you can use these chromatic mediants in your playing. So instead of just doing doing a C to an E minor to an F to a G, a 1, 3, 4, 5, you could do like C, E major, F, and then G. So you get rid of the E minor and you put in the E major and you get a slightly different vibe to it. So music is all about color and shade, and small changes make for big outcomes, right? So for what it's worth, that is your chromatic mediant idea. You can also do this with the 6th note of the major scale, which is known as the sub-mediant, and I'm not going to go through all the details on this. I want to keep these videos short and sweet, but you get the idea. Instead of A minor, you could do A major, you could do A flat major, you could do A flat minor. You have these options. So instead of just going from a 1 to 3 or a 1 to 6, you now have 3 other chord options attached to the mediant and submediant. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you're learning stuff, and we'll see you next time. Take care.